Flying saucers, from the sky, built by Nazis. Could the Third Reich have secretly engineered craft that defied physics and vanished without a trace? Or, is this just one of the most persistent myths of World War II? Today, we're diving deep. We're unraveling the story behind Nazi UFOs, separating the cold hard facts from the wildest conspiracies. To truly understand the story, we must begin in the aftermath of World War II, a world left in ruins, where uncertainty and anxiety hung heavy in the air. Cities were shattered, families displaced, and the future seemed more mysterious than ever before. It was a time of confusion, fear, and a growing fascination with the unknown. People searched for answers, for hope, and sometimes for explanations that defied logic. In this climate, stories began to surface, accounts of strange flying machines, disc-shaped, and capable of incredible speeds unlike anything the world had seen before. These tales spread quickly, fueled by rumor and imagination. Some claimed these were real Nazi inventions, secret, advanced technologies developed in hidden bunkers, far beyond the reach of Allied intelligence. Whispers of lost blueprints and mysterious experiments only added to the intrigue. But where did these stories really come from? Were they based on genuine eyewitness accounts? Or were they the product of something else? Perhaps a blend of fear, fantasy, and the need to make sense of a chaotic world. Some researchers point to a single figure, Richard Shaver. In the 1940s, he wrote about secret underground machines and alien technologies, weaving tales that mixed science fiction with conspiracy. Shaver's stories blurred the lines between fiction and reality, captivating the imaginations of post-war audiences hungry for wonder and escape. His influence spread through pulp magazines and radio dramas, reaching millions. Combine that with post-war propaganda, sensational journalism eager for headlines, and the sudden rise of UFO obsession in the 1950s, and the stage was set for something extraordinary. Suddenly, the idea of Nazi flying saucers wasn't just a rumor, it became a full-blown myth, woven into the fabric of popular culture and sparking imaginations for generations to come. Consider this. In the aftermath of World War II, the world was left reeling, searching for answers to the devastation and the seemingly unstoppable power of the Nazi war machine. After the war, the Allies were desperate to explain how Germany had come so close to changing the course of history. The public, too, was hungry for explanations. How could one nation develop such terrifying technology? The reality: Germany had advanced jets, rockets, and weapon prototypes, technological marvels for their time. But despite rumors, there was nothing that could truly break the laws of physics or defy the known limits of science. Yet in the pages of magazines and pulp novels, writers began to weave new tales. The line between fact and fiction blurred as imagination took flight. UFOs, secret experiments, anti-gravity engines, these ideas became the perfect mix of fear and fascination, capturing the public's imagination and fueling wild speculation. Even governments, sometimes through secrecy and sometimes by accident, unintentionally fueled these myths. Declassified documents and official denials only made the stories more tantalizing. Operation Paperclip, the secret transfer of German scientists to America, including Werner von Braun, the father of the Saturn V rocket, gave the public the sense that Nazis were carrying hidden knowledge far beyond their time. The idea that these scientists might possess secrets about advanced technology or even alien contact became irresistible. And so, fact and fiction collided in the public consciousness. Real technological breakthroughs mixed with wild speculation, creating a fertile ground for legends to grow. Sci-fi authors imagined flying discs, and real rocket launches inspired stories that blurred the boundaries of reality. The legend of the Nazi UFO was born, a myth that endures to this day, fueled by a potent blend of history, secrecy, and imagination. Let's talk about reality. The Nazis did have impressive technology, just not flying saucers. They developed advanced rockets like the V-2, the world's first long-range ballistic missile. Imagine it, over 12,000 feet per second, delivering destruction from afar. They pioneered jet fighters, the Messerschmitt Me-262, the first operational jet-powered aircraft. Faster than any Allied plane, a terrifying glimpse into the future of aviation. And experimental prototypes? Yes. Some designs were unusual. Circular wings, vertical takeoff concepts, even the Haunebu and Vril schematics popularized in UFO lore. But crucially, none of these designs ever left the drawing board or achieved flight in the way UFO conspiracy theorists claim. Most of these projects were desperate attempts to win a losing war, not secret blueprints for interstellar travel. Here's where fact confronts fiction. For decades, stories of Nazi UFOs have captured imaginations, blurring the line between history and legend. Many so-called proofs of Nazi UFOs are questionable at best. Photographs of circular craft, they're often presented as undeniable evidence, but the reality is far less mysterious. Most are misidentified prototypes, experimental designs, or worse, outright doctored images created to fuel conspiracy theories. The technology of the time simply didn't support such advanced flight. Eyewitness accounts? These are frequently secondhand, with details evolving and growing more fantastical over decades, making them unreliable as historical evidence. And the supposed secret test bases in the Bavarian Alps or even Antarctica? These stories are shrouded in secrecy, but lack any credible documentation. In truth, they're largely the product of post-war speculation, fueled by sensationalist authors and magazines, eager to sell a good mystery to the public. Historians who study German aviation and rocketry agree, after years of research and combing through archives, there's no credible evidence for Nazi flying saucers. The Nazis never created anything resembling a flying saucer capable of leaving Earth's atmosphere, or even sustained flight like today's jets. Their prototypes were ambitious, but ultimately flawed. What they did have, however, were brilliant minds, engineers and scientists who pushed the boundaries of rocketry and aeronautics. These minds laid the foundation for post-war rocket science, developing technologies that would shape the future of space exploration. Many were absorbed into American and Soviet programs through initiatives like Operation Paperclip, bringing their expertise to new frontiers. These same individuals would eventually help humanity reach the moon, turning wartime innovation into a giant leap for mankind. So why then does the myth endure? It's the perfect storm: mystery, war, forbidden science, and human fascination with the unknown. UFO enthusiasts love the idea of hidden Nazi tech. Conspiracy theorists see government cover-ups. Hollywood loves a good villain with futuristic weapons. The Nazi UFO myth also taps into a darker desire to believe that evil had the potential to conquer not just the world, but the heavens themselves. It's thrilling, terrifying, impossible to ignore, and as long as curiosity outpaces critical thinking, these myths will never truly die. The truth is, Nazis did not have UFOs. They had human ingenuity, misused in service of horror. They had rockets, jets, and experimental planes, but nothing that bent the laws of physics. Yet, the legend persists, and maybe, in a way, that's the point. Humanity is drawn to mysteries we cannot fully explain, and to stories where the line between history and imagination is blurred. So, the next time someone whispers, "Nazi flying saucers," remember, it's a story born in fear, fueled by fantasy, and kept alive by our endless fascination with the unknown. If you found this journey into myths and history intriguing, consider exploring more. The truth can be just as fascinating as fiction, sometimes even stranger. And remember, history is never as simple as it seems.